Hey guys, heading home from work. What if I told you for almost 2 weeks now, I've been doing nothing but eating ground beef and eggs every single day, and I'm extremely happy. Today, my coworkers ordered pizza because they had some training from an auditor from Ford, want to come and give us some tips on how to write our paperwork and stuff better, plus audit the company. That's always stressful, but we got through it fine. There were some training areas that he wanted us to brush up on to make ourselves better, but that's normal. Nobody's perfect. The one thing I noticed was when they opened those boxes of pizza, I had no problem at all. Didn't want anything at all. And the instructor said, hey, the auditor said, hey, are you going to have some pizza? I said, sir, I don't eat processed, refined carbohydrates and stuff like that. I'm sorry. It's just something I don't do. And he said, wow. He said, my wife would really like you. And I said, what do you mean your wife would really like me? And he said, well, she's a dietitian. She tells people stuff like that all the time. And I said, wait, I don't think your wife would like me. And I said, do you know anything about the keto diet? And he said, yeah, I know keto. And he said, I've been following a guy that owns a trucking company for years. He's been on a keto diet, and he's super healthy. And when he gets the overweight truck drivers in that apply for a job, he actually gives them a little bit of a bonus to just be on a keto diet. And I forget what the guy's name is now. I'll try to get the information tomorrow. And he said if they're healthier, then that means less claims against the company and stuff like that. So the guy was telling me just about his experience hearing about keto, and I said, what does your wife think about keto? And he was saying she's not a huge fan of it. She didn't really know a lot about it. She doesn't think all the high fat is healthy, and she's not for eating bacon and stuff like that. And I said, that's why your wife wouldn't like me. I said, because all the stuff that she's learned, I pretty much have learned myself, plus I know the truth. And he said, I see what you're saying. I definitely understand. I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you or your wife, but I'm just being honest with you. Dietitians, doctors, medical providers and stuff are geared to practice and think a certain way. It's like they don't have the freedom to practice like they want to or like they believe. They're basically brainwashed to practice a certain way, and they would be black sheeped or blacklisted if they did anything different. So he said, yeah, I definitely agree. She does stick to one type of recommendation when it comes to most things. And I said, well, there you go. And I told him, I said, I don't. Each person's different. Each person's metabolism is different. I do a carnivore diet now. I could honestly tell you I am not keto. I was keto until I experienced carnivore. I love keto. I switch keto. I cycle keto and carnivore because I don't ever want my carbs to go high again. I've found that if I cycle carnivore and keto, I don't have to do those carb cycles every few months like I did to replenish the glycogen for my joints and stuff. On a carnivorous diet, I'm in even less pain and less inflammation than I was when I was on keto. I have no carbs. The only carbs I get is from something like eggs. That's it. And carbs from animals seem to not have any effect on me at all. I mean, I'm eating 2 pounds of beef and 10 eggs, 5 to 10 eggs per day now, and I feel great. My day goes so much easier. My energy drive just doesn't stop. I work straight through lunch most of the time. I don't even stop to take a break. If you see, I'm responding to questions way less on YouTube, and I usually do it about noontime now because I've got so much energy. I just drive, even more energy than on keto. Carnivore is something of another animal. It's another beast. It's not, you may have watched a recent YouTube video where a guy called carnivore keto without the salad. That's not true. Carnivore's done completely different. And if you watch people that say stuff like that, they don't typically know what they're talking about because they haven't done it. And I don't want to mention names. Actually, I do want to mention the name, but I won't mention the name. Somebody that really gets under my skin. with their recommendations and stuff. But I let it go, and I won't slander the guy. People will find out for themselves. But when you do a carnivorous diet, I would probably say 80%, if not 90% of the people that eat a carnivorous diet can almost eat unlimited animal products. They don't have to worry about gaining any kind of weight from eating animal products. You see, I'm up to almost, yesterday I was at about 3,200 calories, which were mainly comprised of, I want to say like 230 or 240 grams of fat and about 130, 140 grams of protein. There were days last week where I went up to 4,000 calories just to see what would happen. Did not gain. If anything, I'm just losing little by little. And I got off the scale so I can do carnivore without worrying about the scale. So the last time I talked to you guys, I had dropped about 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds just in a matter of 4 days, just from eating beef and eggs every day. And now I don't want to be on the scale anymore because I really don't care. I just know that during the day, my joints hurt even less. My sleep is way better. I don't have to have nowhere near as much sleep, just like when I was on keto. And I am in a ketotic state, but it is not keto. And keto is not carnivore without the salad. Carnivore is eaten to satiety or by poundage. Most people find that if they just eat to their satiation, they still continue to lose weight. They still get phenomenal sleep. They still have excellent energy during the day. And it's not difficult at all. They know about what they're going to want each day. And it's pretty easy when you just have to buy animal products only. You don't have to worry about things going bad because they sit in the refrigerator and you don't use them all. You freeze it, you pull out your meat for the day, you eat. You want some more? Pull it out, thaw it, you eat. I have the luxury of stopping by the local meat market and picking up my meat from the butcher fresh, and they know exactly what I want. And, you know, it is what it is. Some of you that are doing keto that have started to come into more of a stall, and you've been there for a while, and you can't figure out what's going on, and you're trying to do everything you possibly can. It happened to me. I was stuck at just a matter of weeks ago. I would go between 275 and 285, and I kept fluctuating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I said, what the heck is going on? You know, it gets frustrating for somebody like me as well. I said, you know what I'll do? I'll just go straight carnivore. I've been carnivore for about 6 weeks now, but straight carnivore with no vegetables in between or anything at all. And I went from that 275 to 285, fluctuating back and forth, to 268. I was like, oh my God, this carnivore thing is working. Well, it works. It definitely works. There's no joke. There's no lie about that. There's no stretching it. There's no trying to market you or anything like that. That's why Barry talks about it, because it works. It's just people don't want to try it. They're scared of it. They don't like eating a lot of meat, whatever the situation may be. But I think that you guys will find with the video that I'm going to leave down below, the Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson podcast, and then I'm going to come back and edit the video, and I'm going to try to give you guys information on the PMC government study that was done on all these people that supposedly fiber is necessary. And I actually bought into the scientific studies and stuff that were done saying fiber was necessary, because they say if you don't have enough fiber going into your digestive tract, what will happen is the bacteria from your large intestine will travel into your small intestine, because they have to be fed as well, and it will actually start stealing nutrients from the food your small intestine is trying to help break down and distribute. But it won't be able to do that because the bacteria from the large intestine is coming in and stealing nutrients and overpopulating the small intestine and eating the mucin wall, and just there's a lot of function that gets destroyed that way. That's what is put out about fiber, and some of you may not know that. I know a lot of people that have been doing this a long time don't know that. But I found a most recent study that's new to me, I should say, a PMC.gov article that states the amount of people that they put through a test, and they actually found that people that were on a carnivorous diet with no fiber actually came out on top over people that had fiber. it was fairly interesting. Substantial difference. Like just you look at it and you're like, wow, how is that even possible? It's possible. I haven't had any fiber for about 6 weeks. Maybe I lied. Maybe there was like a day in there where I had some like rice cauliflower or something like that with that Cajun meal I just made not too long ago. But like literally, I have no fiber. I eat ground beef and eggs every single day, and I'm extremely happy with that. I have no problem with it at all. I get no cravings, no urges, no nothing, and the inflammation is way, 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 way down. I mean, way down. So there's something to be said for that. If somebody can feel so healthy on something that's supposed to be so bad, I think there's a flaw in the system somewhere. Anyway, if you guys decide that you want to try a carnivorous diet, some of you are already on my carnivore group that I admin with Anthony and Chris, and I will be more than glad to add you guys on the carnivore group. And sorry, my phone acting up. On the carnivore group, and me, Felicia, Chris, Anthony, we can all walk you through it if you want. We can all be there to support you and stuff. Since the Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson podcast, my group has blown up. I mean, we went from 1,000 people just a week and a half ago to like 26 or 2,700 people in a week and a half. And the more and more people that watch that podcast, the more they just keep filtering in like crazy, because they want those results. They want the results we got. They want to heal. They don't want to be metabolically destroyed anymore. They're tired of listening to all the mainstream social crap, and they want real help. And that's what we're here to give. We're here to give people real help. We're here to be here for them. We're here to just network and be a group and just give you the best advice and the best help that we possibly can. And I do nightly live videos where I talk about all these things as well. So it's not like we just disappear and we don't show up. No, we're there every single day. Constant engagement, constant activity, constant just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it's every day. Active, active, active. Like, we have growth of over like 1,500%, and activity is somewhere around 1,000% activity or something, or whatever they rate it at, because so many people are active. Anyhow, carnivore, guys. Carnivore kills the cravings. Carnivore kills the disorders, the diseases. Carnivore is where it's at. If you don't know, you're missing out. And I would urge you to give it a shot. Run it with keto. Run them hand in hand. Don't be afraid to switch back and forth between the two. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You're still getting your high fat. You're still getting kind of higher protein, but not super, super high. I would say moderate to high protein. No carb at all. Be your own judge on what works and what doesn't work. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching my videos. Remember, this Saturday is another book giveaway. Victory Belt is sponsoring my Saturday giveaways now, and I just wanted you guys to know that the books that I'm interested in giving away are either Maria Emmerich's books or Jimmy Moore's books right now. I'm going to see if I can get on board with Dr. Barry and get his books. Let's just go from there and just live a long, healthy life and just be there for one another. Remember, guys, it's your life. You got to live it, nobody else. Be happy, be safe. Carnivore on, keto on. God bless.